OpenAI just released an AI model built specifically to answer hacking questions that its own flagship model is trained to refuse. And it's already found real, working security holes in Chrome. Here's the backstory. On 10th August, OpenAI expanded a program called Daybreak into 2 tiers. Daybreak Blue gives vetted security defenders access to the regular GPT-5.6 Sol model, but with its guardrails tuned specifically for legitimate defensive work vulnerability discovery, secure code review, incident response. Daybreak Red goes much further. It unlocks an entirely separate, purpose-built model called GPT-5.6 Cyber, trained specifically to develop exploit chains, find zero-day vulnerabilities, and answer offensive security questions most AI models are built to shut down. OpenAI actually measures this with their own internal benchmark, something they call the Advanced Cybersecurity Completion Rate. Basically, how often a model will answer a question about exploit chains, authentication bypass, or privilege escalation instead of refusing. And this isn't a model that just talks about hacking, it's actually finding real working vulnerabilities. It discovered two previously unknown flaws in Chrome's V8 JavaScript engine that could be chained together to corrupt memory and break out of Chrome's security sandbox entirely. Google has already patched that one. OpenAI also says the model found at least 5 vulnerabilities in a major mobile operating system, 3 critical flaws in a widely used database, and over 400 privilege escalation issues in a popular operating system kernel, all currently being coordinated with vendors before public disclosure. Access isn't open to just anyone. OpenAI names reference customers like Spectro PS, Sentinel-1, and Palo Alto Networks, and reports that Accenture, IBM, CrowdStrike, and Cisco will be allowed to build this model into their own security products. Starting 1st September, every Daybreak account will require a physical hardware security key just to log in. Here's the part that puts this in real context. Under OpenAI's own internal safety framework, GPT-5.6 Cyber officially reaches what they call the High Cyber Capability Threshold Serious, but one full tier below Critical. That critical tier is exactly why, just 3 days before this announcement, OpenAI paused release of a completely different, more advanced model called Astra, because they couldn't rule out that it had crossed that line. So in the span of 1 week, OpenAI both held back a model for being too cyber-capable and released a different model specifically designed to be maximally cyber-capable for approved defenders. OpenAI's own reasoning is straightforward. Threat actors are going to use AI to launch cyber attacks at growing speed and scale regardless of what OpenAI does. So their bet is to get powerful defensive tools into the hands of trusted security teams before attackers get there first. Whether that race can actually be won in time is very much an open question, but as of this month, it's officially begun.